Mr. Crawford, the therapist will see you now.
Hello, hello, hello. So it's been 7 days since I did my last therapy session, and I just simply had to jump on here because personally I'm just kind of in awe because I've been making YouTube videos for about a year. I quit for a while and I came back, you know, and out of all the videos I've ever made, I've never had very many views. But just alone on here, over close to 80 people have looked at this, and I'm just in awe, because all the videos I posted before, no one's ever really, not many people really looked at them. But for this particular one, the last one that I posted, remembering who you are, that one, that's a strong one. I can't lie. Like that even threw me for a loop. And not only have, close to 80 people have looked at it here, you know, I'm on another little poetry site that I post stuff on, and almost 230 people looked at it there. And, out of all those views that I spoke of, there's only been two people that liked it. Only two. But that's okay though, because just like anything else I've ever created, it's never just really about who likes it or who doesn't like it. It's really about simply putting something out there that gives people a different perspective, a different way to look at something. So as long as people are watching it, whether they like it or don't like it, my mission feels like it's been complete just simply by creating and putting it out there. And I just wanted to jump on here for a minute and say that, the therapy session, it will continue. But really right now I'm just kind of basking in the light of the joy that this situation is for me personally, because like I said, I've never had this many people look at something that I've posted as far as videos, especially on this particular YouTube channel. I just started doing this. I'm new to it. I stopped for a minute, but I'm back at it. You know, like I said, therapy session is something that's going to be, like I said, a moment to where I just reflect on something that's on my mind. And I, speak about things that I'm going through, or find a way to talk about stuff that's in my mind. That's what a therapy session should be, a moment where you sit down and you reflect on what you're going through. And like I said, this last one that I did, remembering who you are, that one was powerful because even after going back and listening to it, it's even shook something with me that, it's making it a little harder for me to sit up here and stop doing just to keep doing certain things I'm doing in my life that I know is not right for me. After hearing my own words, it's changed something within me, you know. And that's, like I said, that's the point of it. Is for it to change your perspective, for you to start processing and thinking about things a little differently, just because of something that I may have said in a video, or maybe even just a poem you may have read of mine. Either or is just the point of either one of them. It's just to create a new pathway for things to go in your life, for you to think about something a little different. It could be the same old situation everyone's going through, but because of the way that I've said it, you now look at it in a different perspective. Gives you a different view of how you could possibly start or end something, given how you think about things. That's the key of everything is, the way you choose to think about it. Continue to have the same thought process your entire life, then not much will change. But it's not until you feel like and understand that the more you feel like you deserve something more, then there's a reason for that. It's not just cause. There's a reason for that. If you ever had a thought about anything, I don't care what it is, it could be something small, something big, but anytime you ever had that feeling of simply saying that there has to be something better, that's the beginning stages of a seed growing. And if you take time and continue and keep feeding that thought will grow. and it becomes something that you actually live and not just a thought. So I just had to jump in here for a minute, and just say hello first off, and to say thank you to each and every one of you that have viewed this, and for anyone that continues to view it even after this. I just want to say thank you. And I pray that, you take time to remember you, that you sit down and have a nice little therapy session with yourself. And you remember you, because there's nothing more powerful than that. Is remembering who you truly are before all the pain, you know what I'm saying, before all the things you got wrong. Remember who you truly are. The you that still dreams like a child even though you're an adult. That's the thing you need to bring back. The inner child of you needs to be fed. It needs to grow. It needs to become something more. You know, you tried living your life everyone else's way. So why not, by the time you leave this earth, you take time to find a way to remember who you are and live the way that you know you should be living based off the work you're putting in. If you're not doing the work to become further, then you can't be mad. But if you're putting in the work, it may not be a dramatic change, but it's still a step in the right direction. And that's all that matters, truly and honestly. It's for us to sit back and analyze our lives to the point where we actually find a way to grow. It's just amazing. Like I said, I'm just truly in awe. And I thank each and every one of you. Like, I truly do. Definitely made an old man smile. I appreciate it. This is definitely a good therapy session. So it will continue. No more coming. I hope you all have a wonderful, night, and you dream sweet dreams and start to remember who you are. Have a wonderful evening. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for watching. Good night.